AM 970 WSTX.
All right. In our presence today, we have King Beaugeste. All right. And we're going to be talking about music, recording, the thoughts that went into the composition, the inspiration, all kinds of aspects, because we hear the music and very often it's nice to be able to go into a little bit of history of how it came about and so forth and so on. All right, so go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Good morning, listening audience. My name is Beaugeste Joshua, known as King Beaugeste the First, because in 1987 I was myself and Generic went over to St. Thomas, and I became the Virgin Islands' first Calypso King. When St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix competed together. So the outcome, I was the first Calypso King of the Virgin Islands, and it was overwhelming to me because I actually was working for Generic to win because of his antics and stuff that he had on stage. I was working with him. But the lyrics carry the weight of the
the lyrics carry the day.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know, it's just as important that you point that out also, because the bottom line is when you looking to move up, always plan to bring somebody with you.
Of course. I've always been like that.
Yeah, and I'm just saying as something that we want to spread more in the community. Always plan to bring somebody with you. You're going to move up, plan for somebody else to be moving up also, because every pyramid have to have a base to support it.
That is correct.
You know, and so when you see people out there cutthroat trying to get somewhere, they need to understand that getting somewhere means bringing somebody along.
Definitely, because you may need a little push.
That's
at some
right.
point in time.
That's right. Okay. Well, we got a song here that we kind of were listening to. We'll share with the audience a little bit. It's called "I Love You So." Tell me about "I Love You So."
Wow, that song was an inspiration about my actual life, what things I was going through with myself and my deceased wife, right? You know, but before that, we were going through some problems. So the lyrics from that song is a reflection of what actually happened. Mm-hmm. So if you play the song, you get an idea of what it is I was trying to say.
Okay, let's go ahead and see it, because every person out there needs to tell that special person, "I love you so."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Agreed.
Girl, I remember when we met each other. We said fate brought us together. We made love in all kinds of weather, with no time for fuss or bother. Girl, we have tried so desperately to keep the love we've got from pain and misery. So many evils have come into our heart, trying their best for us to break each other's heart. Huevos, huevos, ave bleu connect. Tipi huevos, huevos, ave moimeu utama. Tipi huevos, huevos, ave bleu connect. Tipi huevos, huevos, ave moimeu utama. We tipi.
Well, I listened to that intro. It's a nice, smooth intro. kind of deceptive at first because where's the words, right? But you know, I'm watching you here as this music starts and the words kick in, that she may be deceased, but she's very much alive in your heart.
Definitely so. That is true. That is very
All
true.
right, you know, the music of love.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, I love you so.
Hmm.
The words too often not spoken until after
After the
it's
fact.
too late.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't too late.
No,
This was on time.
that is correct.
This was on time. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. All right. All right. And this is on a CD that is called Protect the Youth.
Yes.
Okay. So what was your thinking and your goal in terms of the community thinking as for this CD album, Protect the Youth?
Well, I remember when we were growing up, you know, I know especially in the 60s, you know, everybody used to be more family oriented. And you know, we used to go and visit our relatives every weekend. One family will go and visit the other family someplace else, and in turn, the other family will return at another time, another given date. So I am saying the youth today, especially today, we need to really protect them because there are so many negatives that's going on in the world today, and if these children do not have anything positive to guide them, they're going to go astray.
All right. So in terms of this CD here, we have the song here. So I'm going to go ahead and crank it up a little bit so we can hear some of the words.
Okay.
This is a message to the parents of this great nation. Our youth are in grave danger. We have to do what we can to curtail the evils that are taking over our children. I remember in the early 60s, we once lived in decent communities. We had respect for our elders. We were our brothers' keepers. We looked after friends and neighbors as we have done for generations. We had love, pity, and compassion. We realized that we were all human, but not again. All those loyalties gone down the drain. So we must protect the youth. Teach them the 10 commandments of life. Protect them. Protect the youth. So they will be free from hatred and strife. Protect them. If the clergy today is so corrupted, well, what will the future be? If our youth become the clergy in this community. Oh, lack of leadership, lack of love, lack of understanding will drive our youth to recklessness. What happened when we ignore our children, especially if they seem to have a problem? We never have any time to listen to what they may have to say. Time and time again they get frustrated, so they turn and they walk away. They think that there is no future. It's all in their confused mind, and that is why they turn to violence, hatred, and crime. So we must protect the youth. Misleading them could be a
Protect the youth. A very solid message. I listen to those words, and you know, you're not pulling any punches. You're going straight to the heart of the matter.
That is correct.
If you don't take that interest, if you don't invest,
You're going to go astray.
they're going to go astray, and they're going to get into these very things that we lamenting today.
Exactly.
Okay? It's more than words. It's more than words. They have to translate into behavior to be effective.
That is correct.
All right. So, I applaud you for sending the message, but it's up to the community to take the next step. Every day,
yes.
every day, every year. Okay? Because these problems we have today, they didn't just happen overnight.
No.
Okay. All right. So tell me a little bit about your background on music. When did you, at that point in your life, you thought that you wanted to be a singer or a composer or whatever the combination is? Talk to me about you and your background, how you got there.
Well, actually, all of my family are into music. At least they were. My grandfather, my father, my aunts, my uncles, all of them were involved in music. My father actually was a...
So if I get a medic to come in here now and draw a little bit of blood and they dissect it, they go see music in the blood.
Music coming out of it. I couldn't do anything about it. It just had to happen. Unfortunately for me, I was one of those children that was very inquisitive when I was young. And all of the instruments that my father had in the house, I used to go and play them. Mm-hmm. And one day he came home and caught me and his organ, and he blistered my tail, and it really... I have never forgotten that. And it actually, I'm the one who actually wanted to be involved in music. He was a musical conductor and all of that. My aunt, teacher Phil, she was a music teacher. She also went to England and played in Buckingham Palace. And my father played all of the organs in the whole of Antigua, all of the churches. And he used to have these singing meetings. And what they used to call cantatas. Mm-hmm. What they used to call cantatas. And, one village will compete against the next and whatnot and see who will go around with the crown. So that's how my father got to meet my mother. My grandfather on my mother's side, he also was a man of music. He had a very melodious voice. And he used to go around and serenade in Christmas time. We used to call it, we go sing around. We used to do that, and I used to go with him and whatnot. I used to like to be around the old people.
So let me ask you something. He had given you special instructions. Don't touch that organ.
No, but you know how
that's
these
the old
parents
day.
are.
Yes, that's the
how
parents,
they were. You do not interfere with their instrument.
With their things.
No.
Yes, I understand, and we know a lot more these days that. We moderate sometimes our response. We moderate our response because we realize that curiosity can be the platform for great things.
Of course.
Even though sometimes we're overly protective, all right? Because I make sure that my son have a computer he have access to. Cause I don't want him touching my...
I understand what you're saying, yes. Yours is off limits.
Yes, in that sense. So, but at the same time, realizing the tool that it is, I need to create an avenue. So I create an
so you could utilize it. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's West Indian parents' fee.
Yes.
Okay. In that context, and there's a lot of good. But there's a lot of things that have been moderated to be better because the things like you're walking down the street, if you're doing anything you're supposed to be doing in the day when it didn't have telephone in each home before you,
of course, when you get home you get nailed.
You get nailed for it, but now we've gotten to a point where you may talk to a neighbor's child. Mm-hmm. And the neighbor may take offense.
Happens to me.
Because you talk to their child. Mm-hmm. That's my child. You don't tell my... Mm-hmm. Wait.
And with the attitude that they
that's God's child. You are a steward of that child. Yes. And the whole community is a steward. And as long as the community can have this sense of stewardship, we will thrive. And that's something that to the extent that we can build back into our community operation, it would be to our benefit, the way I see it. The community stewardship. That old phrase, it takes a village to raise a child, didn't come out of someone just coming up with a phrase and it sounded nice.
No.
It has basis to it.
Yes.
And it works.
Yes.
It works. All right. So I see here you have tribute to the flames. What flames you talking about? The flames of love, the flames that burning in California.
No. The burning flames of Antigua, the band that
the band.
they usually come down here and tow everything up and whatnot. Every way they go is the same thing. So
Okay.
I wrote that song, for them.
Tribute to the flames. All right. Well, I want to hear a little bit about tribute to the flames. Burning Flames, of course, as you mentioned, have come here many times and performed, and there's all a good attendance because they have a style of music that is unique, and you don't get it every day in terms of to say, well, they're going to be here as a band. So they usually have a real good turnout. So let me see what this tribute to the flames is all about here.
Soca music jamming tight from Jamaica to Guyana. I'm really impressed with them fellas from Antigua. It's time to get to know the facts. They introduce the rhythm box. That is how they come on the scene. All of the bands will adapt it. That is how they change soca music with the electronics called the drum machine. Which is the band that when they in town, they jam with the DJ all night long. What's its name? What's its name? Which is the band that when they in town, they turn the whole city upside down. What's its name? What's its name? I'm talking about Burning Flames. Burning Flames. Who make you ride your bicycle? Burning Flames. Burning Flames. Who make you swing up your engine? Burning Flames. Burning Flames. Who make you show your back your shot? Burning Flames. Burning Flames. And when you think that they're done, that's when they start having fun. And then they turn and tell you to wet them down. Show! Yeah, man. Oh, yes, it's up. What? Lavish and sweet music then throughout the Virgin Islands. Mandingo brass below the imaginations. They all play good music. In fact, I think they're terrific. By your DG and Chinatown. You can't forget the jam band, who always raise to the occasion. None of them can mess with the Express Band, which is the band that when they in tongue, they jam with the DJ all night long. What's his name? What's his name? Which is the band that when they in tongue, they turn the whole city upside down. What's his name? What's his name? I'm talking about Burning Flames. Burning Flames. Who make you jam like a stampede? Burning Flames. Burning Flames. Who make you show your back your shot? Burning Flames. Burning Flames. Who make you swing up your engine? Burning Flames. Burning Flames. And when you think that they're done, that's when they start having fun. And then they turn and tell you to wet them down.
Mr. Beaugeste, King Beaugeste the First. I think you a politician, you know. I hear how you make sure all the other band them who go jump up and say, what are you talking about? I hear how you give them a little thing in there too to keep them smooth.
Of course. But it's the truth.
Well, that's the truth according to King Beaugeste, they will tell you. All right. It's a nice beat, nice rocking, nice message. Nice message. All right. I really enjoy listening to this music because it's got a nice, smooth melody, and the lyrics, you know, it's relevant today in the sense that you could see that music playing in the street, and people going to be moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just relaxing, and I like listening to it. You could have that on a little tramp going down the road, and everybody will be there in tribute to Burning Flames, and we have the Express Band and everybody else out there too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's about that time, so we're going to take a little pause for the cause here. All right, we have King Beaugeste the First, and we'll be back in a few.
Mark the X. This is AM 970 WSTX.
All right, we're back in the studio. Reflections with King Beaugeste the First, and he's been busting some good music over the years, and I'm listening to some of these songs here for the first time, and good lyrics.
Thank you.
I had a caller there, and I told him to go ahead and call back because I think it's more appropriate to hear the words from the original person who have to say them, but good lyrics and good articulation.
Thank you so very much.
Good articulation, and some of the songs you have to listen to real closely to figure out what it is that they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Articulation is something that is still important. All right, let's see. Caller, you on air?
Yeah, Dougie?
Yes, sir.
Listen, man, this program is so positive. From the first note you struck there with your theme song, that is beautiful. And the people you had there on your program speaking about soccer and cricket. Now you came on with a gentleman there. I wish this program was recorded and played for the young children in school, because the words that he's singing, they are so clear.
All right.
And the backup music is so good. He have to tell people where they could get the CD. But you see, a lot of times people get up in the morning. The first thing they want to do is knock on the TV to see what's happening back at the reef. And they start to worry about this and worry about that, and they can't do a thing about it. You get up in the morning, I had a good breakfast, I listened to some nice soft music. You have to make your life a little bit more happy, especially you're getting close to the weekend. But a lot of people stress themselves out so much, and music could do so much for them. Nice soft music. But your program is definitely very, very positive.
Well,
making a lot of people feel good.
Well, you got King Beaugeste the First here with this big smile on his face, all right? And the articulation is so important because people could hear the various instruments come through clearly, and you could hear them in a way that it's melodious, how they mix together, and the voice is clear and the words are articulated well. Not to guess what it is he's trying to say.
That's the thing. His words are so clear. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad to hear that he came from a musical background.
Yep.
Because he mentioned things about cantata, which I have heard before and have been a part of. But I tell you, it's a good feeling to hear a program like this, so positive, and not about the heap of negative things that's going to have you worrying all day.
Well,
I feel good.
Yeah, well, we started off, I think if you remember the one day Protect the Youth, and talking about instilling in them the positive so they have a guide to keep them away from and navigate through the negative. And I think that was a great start in and of itself. And now as we go down through these songs here, it's really great that we have this history coming forward. We have a lot of good calypsonians, musicians in our community, and their stories need to be told. It's more than a song you hear on the radio. There's a person, an experience, a lifetime. And we're trying to bring some of that forward. All right.
But you see, we have a lot of good youths,
Yeah.
But they need guidance.
Guidance and support.
All they need is a little guidance. And you will be surprised what they could become.
Amen.
Amen. We have so much of beautiful people here. And this is such a beautiful island. And we have to really think seriously about taking care of what we have.
Amen.
We bring in so much people to enjoy what we have. When we can't do it, we go some other place to enjoy something else. Man, let us be proud of what we have you here.
Well, the way I look at it is, we are the tourists, and then we could bring more tourists. Okay, so if we treat ourselves as a tourist, it's here for us. For us to enjoy. So that as we bring in tourists, they're only enjoying and partaking in what we enjoying also. So it's there to be shared, you know. But you, like you say, you got to take care of it.
But you see, the gentleman started with how it used to be, people being concerned, saying hello, correcting the youth. I wish him a long life, that he could pass on the knowledge that he have to a lot of the youths. Because if you could save one, that is good.
Hey.
So you have a beautiful day, and tell the gentleman to have a beautiful day too.
Thank you so very much for your kind words, sir.
Okay, good.
All
Thank you
right.
so very
You
much.
take care. Good cigar.
Good cigar.
And remember, the youth are our future of our nation. Without them, we are doomed.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So I'm going to try a little Give Me Something here now. All right. Let's see what Give Me Something saying to us here.
I met Marianne in the heat of the morning, resting quietly under one coconut tree. I was passing by, she was looking so lovely. I decided to have a little chat with she, but she told me she was lonely, and I could meet with she later on. She would like to come go with me, but I would have to wait till she husband gone. I say, give me something, sweet Marianne, give me something. You'll just know I don't like it. Give me something, Marianne, to do. Give me something, so I will never forget you. Marianne said, Mister, will you please take it easy? You know we just met, you too anxious for me. Oh, you breathing so hard and you're down wet already. And it's cool and nice under this shady tree. I told she, never really been captured by the beauty and charm. And I really, really like she, and the way I feel in no false alarm. I say,
All right. Lyrics. Play on words, lyrics. All right. Okay. You did one, Miss Provocative. All right. Okay. All right. Provocative and even make you repent.
Oh my goodness.
All right, but the thing is, not everybody can write music. Just like not everybody could sing. And when I say music, I mean the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me a little bit about the process for you. You know, it's one thing to come up with a set of words.
Mm-hmm.
How do you match the words and the music? How that work for you? Because
For me,
different people do it differently.
it's different. Well, as a matter of fact, most of the time when I write, I usually sleep and I wake up with an inspiration. And I just go, and the lyrics and the music come at the same time. So I could just go and get my guitar and figure out the chords, what I'm hearing in my head, and I write the words, and that's how it comes.
All right. Well, I tell you, to the point I repent, because, you know, your wife heard that one and then she give you a hard time and you have to come back and tell her, I love you so. It was only once.
Oh yes.
All right, I thought about that in the process, yeah. But it's different for different people, and so I always try to get a little bit of insight because you know the children, they watch MTV and they choreograph dancing and so forth, and sometimes they think that I'm just gonna wake up one day and be a dancer, and in fact
It
you
doesn't
have
happen like
those
that.
who have a natural talent, and you have those who have to work to
Work for
develop
it.
a talent.
Yes.
But even so, they have to refine what they do, find how it works for them, refine it so that they could rise to the top to somehow distinguish themselves, you
Yes.
know. And the fact that your lyrics could take you all the way to St. Thomas and make you that monarch for the Virgin Islands, so to speak, it's a combination that worked for you.
Yes.
It definitely worked for you.
But that song, Give Me Something, actually is something I imagine in my mind. And I just wrote the
Yeah,
song
no, I understand.
Yeah, but
but your wife heard it and she got upset and you had to come back and say,
So,
honey, I
so
love
who
you
is
so.
who is this Marian? Who is this Marian? Oh my
Oh
God!
Lordy me, the creative juices get you in trouble.
Yeah,
All right.
it was hilarious.
Yeah. But that's the whole thing. You know, it's one thing to be provocative, but unfortunately, whether it's on TV or in music, sex is become almost like an obsession
It's
to the
like a
point where
seller of everything.
people forget the art, people forget the words, people forget modesty
Mhm.
and the imagination.
Yes.
You know, and
Let you think before you can realize what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I like the music that allows you to think, especially some of the more humorous songs that basically like just like a comedian. But through the song, by the time you're done, you're laughing till your belly hot in you.
Until you fall off your chair too, sometimes.
Okay, all right. I see you have one here. Soca music. Tell me about soca music.
Oh, soca music. When I was growing up, all the music we used to get to hear was bluegrass music and country. Because I remember those old big Grundig radio and whatnot. We used to only get the short wave stations in the islands. You know, you have those big Grundig radio. You could get all the way to Russia and England and all those places. But most of the time, the dial was on WLAC Nashville, Tennessee, and WCKY Cincinnati, Ohio, and stuff like that. So the music that I was hearing all the time was country music. And when I start listening to Sparrow, Melody, Bomber, and all these other guys, I could relate to that. I couldn't relate to the country music because I never did like it. It sounded funny to me. But after I begin to grow up, I realized that music is music and all music is beautiful. You see, so I managed was to have a change of attitude pertaining to the music.
Amen. You know, like you say that. I was talking with my daughter, and she said to me, you know, that she doesn't like country music in essence.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, no, I don't think you're quite right in that statement.
Mm-hmm.
You need to maybe think a little bit more and explore a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So I played a song for her, and the song was technically a country song.
Mm-hmm.
The Wailers were the musicians for the song,
Mm-hmm.
and you could hear the reggae in it. But you know, you could go into country music and hear reggae long before reggae became
because
the
it's
music.
the closest thing to reggae.
Exactly. Yes. So I'm just saying that sometimes just taking the time to get into the exposure. I remember ages ago, when the iPod first came out, and I had one, and I ran into this other attorney, and he said, "Oh, let me see what you're listening to in your iPod." And I was listening to classical music, which I enjoy all types of music, including classical music. And And he was very kind of shocked because somehow there was also a stereotype that I would be listening to R&B or calypso or reggae. Music is music and there to be enjoyed, and at any given point in time, whatever experience you're going through in life, there's a music that will match the situation, and maybe you don't even know until you experience it.
That is correct.
In that context. All right. So we see it's been so long. Let's see what that one there sound like.
It's been a long, long, long time since I held you in my arms. It's been a long, long, long time since I felt your loving charms. Ever since the day I met you, it's been a long, long, long time since I missed you. It's been a long, long, long time since I held your hand in mine. It's been a long, long, long time. I had a love that's so divine. Baby, when my stripes are over, I swear to you, girl, I'll be yours alone forever. It's been a long, long, long time since I missed you. Proud to wear my ring, but all along inside you knew you never meant to be.
Reggae of love. Reggae of love.
My heart is still an open door.
When I hear this song and you tell me about your deceased wife and so forth and so on, I hear her in this song.
Her.
I hear her in this song.
When she went to college, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is where music and life are intertwined.
Yes,
You can't tear them apart.
No way. Doesn't work.
Well, you know, King Beaugeste, this has really been a pleasure to have you on my show and to have your music here. Now, if somebody wants to get your music, sir, how did they get your music? I mean, are you still putting out CDs, or you have them in stores for sale, or this is something where they need to touch bases with you?
They used to be in stores. I don't know if they're in stores anymore, but they could give me a call at 340-514-9936.
514-9936. All right. Oh, yeah.
It's been a long, long, long time since I missed you. Oh, yes it is. It's been so long.
And you gotta let folks know that they matter, that you care. In our community, is often taken for granted, but you gotta say the words. You gotta say the words.
Yes,
all right.
You have to give them the flowers while they're alive.
That's right. Okay, as we're heading down here in time, I still want to get to the soca music. So let's hear what the beat on the soca music is telling us. All right.
it. Every time I hear this music, I lose all control. This soca is like a fire down in my soul. Even at the workplace, like it want to invade me mind. Every time I hear it play, I just have to break balance like this man jamming.
Give me the soca music, sweet soca
God
music.
jamming,
Give me the soca music, sweet soca
man
music.
jamming,
Give me the soca music, sweet soca
all men
music.
blowing.
Give me the soca music, jam, jam, jam all the time.
Gimme, 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 gimme. Every time that I hear this soca music, the thrill they roll through me make me feel terrific. Especially as parties when them DJ jam it. I like to see how it make women feel romantic. I want this music keep on playing all the time. Mr. DJ, one more song to free up my mind. I want to see them fellas when to just jam them girls from behind. Let the soca music play with the thunder in the sunshine face man jamming.
Give me the soca music, sweet soca
That's
music.
drumming,
Give me the soca music, sweet soca
jam and
music.
drumming,
Give me the soca music, sweet soca
that's
music.
drumming.
Give me the soca music, jam, jam, jam all the time.
You know, I'm watching you as this music is playing, and you look like you're back in the studio again, man. You know,
Oh, my.
I could see that these things bring back memories.
Lots of it.
All
Lots
right.
and lots of
In
it.
terms of your music production, any particular studios that you work with that you'd like to mention or that stand out?
All of the songs were recorded at Backyard Studio, Al Baptiste. The only music that I'd recorded at Kasha Studio was a CD myself and my wife did together, a gospel CD called God Will Make a Way.
All right.
That's a situation, man, that just drive me frantic.
We're going to have to talk with Midas because his show is geared toward that. You ever been on Midas' show?
No.
Okay, well, we're going to work together on that one because
This soca
sounds interesting and you can share it with the public. Okay?
Okay.
All right. King Beaugeste the First. Nice melodious music, articulated words, and from reggae to slower to faster, you do it all.
Yes, I thought people would enjoy a variety of music, in the CD, and I did it. Chose those songs particularly for that reason.
All right.
What I'd actually like you to do if you had the time was to play that in America.
In America?
In America, if you could play that, because you're gonna freak out.
on me blowing.
Give me the soca music, jam, jam, jam all the time. Give me the soca music,
Sweet
sweet
soca,
soca music. Give me the soca music,
sweet
sweet
soca,
soca music. Give me the soca music,
sweet
sweet
soca,
soca music. Give me the soca music, jam, jam, jam all the time. Give me the soca music,
sweet
sweet soca music. Give me the soca music,
sweet
sweet soca music.
soca,
Give me the soca music,
sweet
sweet
soca.
soca music.
And we're going to play In America because In America is
Oh, well.
provocative or inspiring of thought. Talk to me.
Well, you tell me. You be the judge of that
You're
one.
going to let me be the judge?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what, and this is cut number 1, so let's see what In America is about.
Hey, hey. We are living in turbulent time, people. In America, God bless America. God bless America. God bless America and all that she stands for. Where every color and race, here in this time and place, had lost a loved one at the world We found out we all well under duress, cause it surely has awakened our consciousness in America. Oh, oh. In America, in America, they say those that live by the sword shall also perish by the sword. In America, God bless America. God bless America. God bless America and all that she stands for. But right here in this great nation, I see children, women and men taking food to eat out of garbage containers. The scene, my friend, it really have me upset. No action on their behalf is taken as yet. They said it's all because of the deficit. Those politicians, I'm sorry to admit, they're just a bunch of liars and hypocrites in America. Hey, hey. In America, in America, no one should go to bed hungry at night in this land of plenty. In America, God bless America. God bless America. God bless America and all that she stands for. But we have to get back on track, because you said this war with Iraq will discover weapons of mass destruction. It's 3 years and counting since we have occupied. Still you fail to admit to us that you lied. Since the war is over, more children have died. All over the world, you went on your own, like you forget that charity begins at home. In America, hey, hey, hey. In America, in America, it's a shame to see all veterans return injured. In America, God bless America. God bless America. God bless America and all that she stands for. But you must come up with a great plan to curtail this nuclear situation with North Korea and Iraq's neighbor Iran, and the Israeli that were fighting in Lebanon, and the conflict in Gaza with the Palestinians. For years they're fighting, it's all about land. To curb all this hostile situation, there must be a divine intervention in America. Hey, hey, hey. In America.
In America,
Is it the truth?
it's the truth, and you're hitting hard. You know?
That's why they don't like me, but I don't care.
No, it's not about liking you.
I don't care. The message must get out there. That's it.
The fact of the matter is, there are many ways in which America needs to be more introspective and bring back home a lot of what it not wants to take abroad. Where, you know, we can't have people eating out of the trash can in the United States and say that we're going to be the breadbasket of the world.
No.
You know, there's no country greater than America, but that doesn't mean that we can't be better.
That is correct.
Okay, and
That
we
is
have
correct.
to strive to be better. And those people who spread that message are a necessary part of the greatness of America.
That is correct.
All right. Well, King Beaugeste the First, it's been a pleasure in America. You and I, as we review this music and we reach out to the community here. Okay, and I really look forward to following up with you on the gospel CD that you have. Okay. In fact, we'll hook up with Midas, because that might probably be the better venue to handle it then, and I owe him one anyhow. So I really, really look forward to that. Okay. So
Thank you so very
thank
much
you
for
so much.
inviting me, and it was a great pleasure
All
to
right.
be on the airwaves. And I do hope that your listening audience appreciate it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna walk down the road and people gonna say, "I heard you on the radio. You know, you were singing good. This, that." That's what happens to me all the time when we have a good show. They tell me about the show, that they like the show, and so forth and so on. It's not the phone ringing, you know. The listening, I judge, but when the phone ringing a lot, you have to think about it in terms of some people motivated to call, but when it quiet, I know they're listening
You're
because
taking it in.
when I walk down the street, the polls will come through. You know,
Okay,
the polls
all
about
right.
who leading in the presidential race.
Yes.
That's the polls that I check when I walking down the street.
That is great.
All right,
That
so
is
we'll
great.
take a pause for the cause. I really appreciate this interaction that we've had here today. Okay, folks, we'll be back in a few.